Hey, how you doing? I hope you're well. Had a fantastic weekend and you're all arriving and ready to go. So let's get on with it. Today I want to talk to you about fundamentals. Now we're going to talk about fundamentals in a second, but why I want to talk to you about fundamentals is really important. And what it is that I'm a keen snooker player. I have been for a long time, played pool, played snooker quite high level sometimes, depending on how I play and how my mind was set at the time. But we'll talk about the physical and the mental, two different things, because there are two different things to it. That's why you got some of the top players in the world that are so good. Like Stephen Hendry was a master at the game. Ronnie O'Sullivan, a master at the game. Steve Davis, masters at the game. But would you say that one was that much better than the other? Well, let's put class and class together. You got 5 times, 6 times, I think 2 7 times world champions, 1 6 times, something like that. I can't remember the exact numbers. But what made the difference? What separated them from the rest of a lot of the crowd? Another guy in there would be Peter Ebton. It's not so much raw talent, but it's what they had up here. Their brain power was just incredible, and the reason that they're so strong with that is because they built it over time. Now the second thing they built is what we call the fundamentals, and the fundamentals are really important because what that is like when you set up. So when you stand behind the shot and you get lined up in a certain way, you'll always see that player, he depending on which way he goes, he set his eye line down the shot, look, and then slowly walk into the shot, get down, make sure the cue's on his chest and on his chin. They call it chest, chin, chin. And what it is, it's part of the fundamentals. Then you'll also see them, they stand up. If they're not ready to take a shot, they stand up, they chalk the cue, and they're looking at the table. Now the other thing they do, and you don't see this, but as a snooker player you understand it, what happens is they're going through the process in their mind. But because, I don't mean their pre-shot routine, right, because that's their fundamentals. I'm talking about they're going through the process of what they're going to do. So they're talking 1 or 2 shots in front. So they're always in front. They know exactly where to do. They know they've got to land at a higher level on the next ball to take the shot, or on the low, they've got to leave it slightly low. Now, I don't want to confuse people or confuse you, should I say, because you may not be a snooker fan, you may not play pool. But it's not just about that. It's not just about sport. It's about everything. And it's really important for you to have fundamentals for yourself in your life. Now, fundamentals could be anything that's specific to you. Now, in a business, like let's say, I don't know, email's a really good example of that. If you've got certain fundamentals in your email, then you know that every time you write an email, you're going to have it structured in a certain way so that you've got it. So it's like, I call it like a pre-shot routine, because if you've got it in a way that you can always remember it and it becomes simple to do every single time, then it makes it easier for you, because you're never jumping from one end to the other. I mean, some people will write the body copy first, yeah, and then they will write the headline from the body copy. Other people will write the headline. That is their structure. That's how they write, you know. But what I'm saying to you is this: by having fundamentals in place, you will never ever go wrong, because you have a structure. Okay, you know, there's your structure. There's your headline, your subhead. Then you've got your body copy. Then you go down. Then you've got your finish, or your close, as some people will call it. But I like to just say the finish, because that's the end of the art. That's the end of the article. That's where you put your link. But there's so much more involved than that. But that's just giving you what we call basic fundamentals, and I think that's really key. And I'm not going to keep you long today, because I just want to tell you about that and see if you can get that into your cranial yourself. Because if you can master fundamentals at anything, right, what that's going to do, it's going to give you a structure. So if you write goals, you know how to write them in a certain way by using the fundamentals every single time you do something. I hope this makes sense. For now, I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye for now.